my God. Okay, wait. Oh, family. Trezell West. Okay, I look like heck. I don't care. Go with it. Okay. Trezell West, adoptive father of missing Owen and Orson West, which is actually classic and sincere, is charged with murder. I kid you not. I just got news from an 1111 family member who's with me. I got to get close to be able to see. Hi, Christine. Hi, Kristen. Is it Kirsten? It is. Hey, Muffin Top. Hi, Carla. Oh, my God. Oh, Trezell West has been arrested and is charged with the red rum. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to get in. We're gonna get on here and we're gonna read about it. Let me see if I can find a thorough story. Oh, justice for these babies. Justice for these babies. Okay, so hold on. 2 hours ago it came out. Cal City boy murder charges filed against adoptive father of Owen and Orson West. I don't even like calling the boys that. It's classic and sincere. There is Owen or Orson West. That was bull. Okay. This man. Are y'all ready for this? Not in custody? Oh, okay. It says, Bakersfield, California, KGET, a stunning development has occurred in the case of missing California City brothers Owen and Orson West, with murder charges filed Tuesday against Trezell West, their adoptive father. Trezell West was not listed in custody as of 5 p.m. He's charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of willful cruelty to a child, and falsely reporting an emergency. Owen, 4 and 3-year-old Orson were reported missing last December 21st, 2020, playing outside the home where they lived with adoptive parents Trezell and Jacqueline West. Oh my God. Trezell West said he had been gathering firewood and briefly went back inside. When he came out, the boys were gone, he said. Sound familiar, y'all? And we have Summer Wells' parents lawyering up. Please, people. They were, okay, back to this case. Trezell West. They were reported missing to the California City Police Department that day. Now, I personally, all my readings point the boys back to Bakersfield. I don't get anything about Cal City in any of my gut feelings. I don't even feel like they ever went to that house. That's my feeling. If one of you will send me the link for chat, then we can converse a little better. I'm going to finish the article and then I'll come up to topside and we'll dig into this a little bit and feel, let's vent a little bit. These are children's lives. You guys need a voice too. They were reported missing to the California City Police Department that day. The department searched the home and brought the Wests in for questioning. Police Chief John Walker told the media in late December 2020 that foul play was suspected, but nothing was found while searching the home. That's what I mean. Nothing found in the home. There'd be DNA of the children if they lived there. Everything from the toothbrushes. They never even told us if they found like normal stuff in the home for the boys. He said he didn't believe they wandered into the desert because of a thorough search aided by a helicopter with infrared took place covering a 5-mile perimeter. Also, it was only 30 degrees Fahrenheit that night. Walker said the cold would have slowed the children. Through the support of several local businesses and organizations, more than $100,000 in reward money was offered to anyone with information that led to the discovery of the boys. In early March of last year, the Bakersfield Police Department took over as the lead agency. in the investigation from the Cal City Police Department. The FBI and National Center for Missing and Exploited Children were also involved. By June, the BPD said 44 search warrants have been served, 83 people interviewed, and 170 items seized. Police did not elaborate on what they seized. Police said 16 mass area searches had been conducted at that point, and investigators had searched 3 locations outside the state and follow up on more than 200 tips. Data was extracted from cellular and electronic devices and seized items forensically examined. All family members connected to the boys were interviewed. The boys' biological father, Charles Pettis, has filed a lawsuit against Kern County, alleging officials were negligent in taking the boys from their birth parents and placing them in the custody of the West family. Pettis told 17 News in December he couldn't understand how the boys went missing after the county took them from him, supposedly for safekeeping. I don't want my kids to be deceased. I want them to come back, he said at the time. My kids is all I got. After my parents pass, it's just me and my kids. Wow. How heartbreaking. I feel like bawling really bad. Okay. Chat link. Thank you, Romira. I love you, doll. I love you so much. Romira works her butt off, I tell you. A lot of you do. You do. Okay. Let's. I don't want to hear myself. Hey, we're using our new mic equipment. He was arrested at 5 p.m. Do they have him in custody now? Guidance is here. Good to see you. She just saw that. 12-step woman. Wow. Muffin Top says, 12-step woman, no worries. We love your passion. Yes. E.G. Copeland says, as about 30 minutes ago, Candace's mom, Grandis, finally did a first interview. It's on the news and YouTube. Grandis and Candace said they do not have a lawyer. They are not sure about Dawn. Okay. But Ronnie Lawson just said they weren't cooperating. The parents were no longer cooperating, that they lawyered up. Who do I believe? Well, I don't know. Don't you guys, I mean, no matter what, if you lost somebody in the past, okay, somebody very near to you was taken out of your life way too soon. Then you get into another situation down the road that's traumatic and scary, and it might be happening again. Would you ditch the person just because you were hurt in the past? I'm just saying. Yes, you can be prosecuted without a body. Absolutely. Because there can be enough forensic and DNA evidence, as well as motive, accessibility. What is it? It's like the Dannie law. It's motive, accessibility, and opportunity, I believe. AB is driving and heading that way. Awesome. Okay, Heaven Reigns has given us an update. Says, Duty Ron's channel said no bodies yet, but tons of evidence. Okay, right now, Realize. I love that name. Okay, check out her name or his name. Realize, like you, dawns on you, and Real Lies. That's brilliant. Says he hasn't been arrested yet, according to Duty Ron. I'm going backwards if you can't tell. Vicky Trump says supposedly on run in Winnebago. Well, and the cards showed it was him. Remember, he had money from somewhere, like it was $5,000 to $20,000 he had, according to the cards, and it was all pointing to him, all of it. Yeah, what about his wife? Ro wants to know. I want to know. Aggie just got the news. It's on Facebook too, according to Teresa. Queen Vic says, I hope it leads to them finding the boys and laying them to rest. That's the least they deserve. Amen. Okay, y'all. Let me explain. I was in the middle. I put chat down for a minute. I was in the middle of doing personal readings for the Tree of Lifers. They get one every single month. And I purposely waited on this one so it was teamed up with the new moon. And I got in the reading that I just got done doing like 10 minutes ago, in that person's reading, which I can't say who, I got the 1111 card, and then I got 1111, and then I got 88, and then I got an 1111 portal card on the Starseed deck. And I was explaining that this portal that we're going through with the new moon tomorrow is going to flip the table on a lot of things. So where we've been experiencing stagnation in these cases, we're going to start seeing the wheels of justice turn in a way like it's bam, 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 bam. And all of this hard work and awareness that you guys do, whether you're on my channel or somebody else's channel or you're Facebooking it, whatever, you guys are the awareness for these missing kids. You really are. Hats off. I mean, I should go put my hat on so I could take it off. Hats off to you guys, because the heart and the passion and compassion that you feel for these missing children and the true loving parent in the case, it's sending that vibration, that frequency out on a level that the world is starting to say, wait a minute. I think we should be paying attention to what's going on here. We're starting to see a lot of parents do horrible things. Like, it's not just parents. CPS across the board, or whatever you want to call it, I call it Child Protective Services, are dropping the ball. And I saw this in the Steve Avery case, actually, with the crime labs. Like, I saw, like, statewide, I saw United statewide, the audits as I investigated into our crime labs were atrocious, with many critical hits where DNA was getting crossed over with victim to the suspect and people were getting wrongfully convicted. Now, I've moved away from that a little bit because I planted all the seeds I could at the time. I'm still every day out there on Twitter trying to share that stuff. And you know that if you're on 1111 Twitter or the RD Twitter, the Rubber Ducky Twitter, you see me consistently working on that. But now it's like the divine's like saying, you've got the seed started there. Now get with the group to bring awareness about our children. They're our future. And they're being thrown away and mistreated like garbage. And there's really no excuse. And I'm not going to get on my soapbox tonight. I'm going to celebrate this monumental moment of knowing that this man that has done something allegedly too classic and sincere is going to have to face it in front of all the jury. Like, every day that he steps forward. And the reason I do not personally believe in the death penalty, just my opinion, is I want them to have to wake up and deal with that day to day like the victims do, because there's no easy way out for the victims. So, Jacqueline, I will tell you, my dear, the universe is watching you closely, and I feel that you aren't far behind. Because you knew damn well those kids were not, in my opinion, in Cal City Home. Just saying. Let's go to top side and see what y'all think. Claire. Morning, love. Morning, Claire. Hi, Texas Brat. How are you? Welcome to 1111 Tarot. We're a true crime tarot community, and then we do oracle message, angel messages in the morning as well. We just started that this week. It's going beautiful. If you guys feel like it's really heavy at night, I invite you to jump in on us. 9 o'clock Central, I go out with an angel message each morning. It's an angel 1111 angel message that will just give you, I'm not kidding, it restores the spirit. And it gives you, like today, the song that really fed all of us and our spirit throughout the day that got that message was, ain't nothing gonna slow me down. Oh no, you know? And so I posted it later because we couldn't shake it. But it was weird because it like was a domino effect. Like I got offline with 1111 family, and I was seeing my friends who are my offline 1111 family, and I was singing that song, and pretty soon everybody was kind of like jamming out and their vibe was better. And so if it gets heavy on the true crime, there if you want to be the battery that's full, you've got to recharge the spirit. We do a prayer that gives us generous love and compassion from the universe. And I invite you all to be there with us. We have Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Wow, Andrea, welcome. I hope I said that right, love. Muffin Top says this read this morning was amazing. I was in love with that read, y'all. Like it lifted my whole day. Nothing could literally get me down today. And as our vibration lifted, justice came in, right? I mean, not completely. He's got to be arrested in custody and go through the whole trial. And everybody is innocent till proven guilty. However, justice is going to be served. Claire says, too many children are being led down over here. It is sad. Also, COS, our justice system, is so bad, no one really ever pays for their crimes. Life over here is like 20 years, and they serve 2/3 of it. Truth. Renee also says, amazing session this morning. Yeah, tomorrow, I'm looking forward to tomorrow because it's about your spiritual gift. And let me tell you, there is a huge new moon spiritual gift coming in, but I'm not going to tell you any more than this. It's going to blow your mind. You are going to be like, oh, like, it's good. It's really good. Romero says, please keep the morning messages coming. I enjoyed it so much. I truly did. We're going to keep going as long as everybody is enjoying it and as long as we get a good turnout, you know? That's true. Justice Seeker 9402 makes it exactly right. And this is what you really have to embrace because you can't say it better than this person did. Justice Seeker says, you pay not in the way you think, but they pay because spirit handles it. Amen. Andrea says, it's been warm today, only -8. Rosebud, yes, keep going with the morning messages. AG Copeland says, love this morning, thank you. Oh, Muffin Top, you won't have to miss it. I'm going to upload it, so replay till your heart's content. It's still a message meant for you at the time of your convenience. I'm not here to make you stop what you're doing, loves. I'm not. That message may be found a year from now for someone else at that exact moment where they just need to know Spirit's got them. And whenever you open up your energy and you focus it, whatever you truly focus your energy on, you ever notice how it grows? That's because you're watering that garden. Who's Robin and if they're pregnant? Lori, who's Robin and if they're pregnant? 12-step woman says, I'm mod, so I am a replayed watcher. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Oh, Crystal says my hair is gorgeous. Thank you. I have not brushed it at all today. I haven't had to be on camera. I recorded everything yesterday. And like, I couldn't even stop to get like glamour ready. I literally, this is how I've been all day. And you can see I'm in my pug shirt. I was doing this, you guys. I gotta tell you, you're gonna love this. So, this is how weird I get sometimes and silly. So, I was on a face to face with my spirit sister, Robin Ann. And we've known each other forever. And we had that song. I just, like I told you, the song that, ain't never gonna let us down, nothing gonna knock me off track, And so I got to turn the camera a little bit. I had this shirt on, and she turned away and she was busy doing something, and I held it up here, and I was moving the little puppy's mouth and singing the song. Can you see how he sings? It was hysterical. Absolutely. And I had it perfect time, and I thought she was going to die laughing. It was so fun. But this whole day started out with embracing the beauty of life, embracing a feeling of newness, embracing that feeling of we can do anything as long as we combine our energy in love. And with that, look how contagious it is. Um, Romira, you went away and you were singing that song to everybody in your life today. And how many more were doing that? And then those people were like, oh, yeah, I got that in my head. And one of my friends said that's like, what did he call it? A mind worm. I'm like, what's a mind worm? He's like, when the song gets stuck in your head and you can't get it out. I'm like, I don't want this song to leave my head. I really love it. It upped my vibration. And that's the other thing. You guys, when we do get really deep into true crime, and oh, you guys know it weighs me down. There's times where I've just stepped back and been like, see you tomorrow night. I got to take a nap. I got to clean my energy. Or it looks like the read's going really good, and then it starts turning for the worse. And all of a sudden, I get something devastating in the cards, and you see me lose my crap. Um, there's nothing fake about that. I can't even be around anybody. I can't even go see my friends. I can't enjoy my kids when I get those kind of reads because it hits so deep. And the only way that I can get myself back up is to literally recharge. Here's some ways I recharge. Painting. You've all seen, well, I shouldn't say you've all seen me paint, but many of you have seen me paint. Like, do you see our little summer well swing back there? We painted for her birthday. And then over on You're With Me Now channel where we talk about spiritual stuff like we're doing now, I paint over there. So I paint music. Any music that lifts your vibration up to where you can feel passion and you're moving your body. Cooking something. Maybe you love to cook. Whatever your passion is, to where you feel like, it's kind of like you're a propane tank, and that's your spirit in there. Your spirit is the gas that lights, right? But you need that spark from spirit to kind of like poof, light it up. And it really takes your own energy to build up and pop in a way that starts everything into that high vibration. And in order to do that, you need to transmit any energy that holds you back so that you can come back and you can help with tons of other kids because you're recharged. Okay? Claire says, I read to recharge. I like to get lost in another world for a while. That's awesome. Crystal says music. Teresa says, I love you, Santa. Can't get enough. Renee says, I cook and bake every day. Everyone knows I have cookies every day. All right, y'all, let's get her address and head over. She's baking fresh cookies. My favorite. This channel. You get a big old heart, Teresa. You guys, I find you guys amazing. I'm not going to stay on here long. I got to get some more readings done. And I want to make sure and get them up for the new moon. But I'm here with you, fam. Julie Hamill says, thank you, Julie. Renee says, always. I love you guys. You're all amazing. Yo Baby Blondie says, here's your story. I love that. Uh, Luis is here. Holly, go lightly. Good to see you guys. DDD, I love you. DDD is famous for the line, okay, I'm going back to the start. I love that. Brittany, good to see you. Brittany, is it Sturgill? Sturgill? Sturgill. I think I said it right. Hi, Jill. How are you, love? Mystical Raven, good to have you with us. All right, guys, I just want to say it's a prayer being answered that this is being recognized with classic and sincere. These boys did not deserve this. They are our children on this planet. How do we prevent it, I think it really needs to be looked at like, think about it like our food, okay? Hear me out on this before I go. This is coming into my head. So, if our food isn't protected, we can't just go buy it and feel safe, but we can buy our food and we're usually safe because there's protocols put into place by third-party auditors. So these third-party auditors are agreed upon by both parties, and they go in and they audit the system to double check it to make sure that it's working properly in the food plants to assure that metal isn't passing through, that the food is quarantined when it's supposed to, that it's refrigerated properly. And let me tell you, I've been in the food industry in my past, in organic, and oh my God, we got to SQF level 3, one of the top levels you can get, and it's incredibly difficult, and the criteria is hard. Do we need something as a third party that would come in and audit all the CPS places randomly? That once a year, annually, we create a job for these people that they get audited by a third party. Are their records updated? How many times are they contacting this family and actually laying eyes on this child? When the child is pulled away from the family, is there enough true sustainability that the third party feels, as well as the judge, that this child should have been recommended to be pulled away? Because how does a child get to a judge? By CPS taking the child first. So is that something we need to look into? Third party audits for our children. I mean, think about it. In order to get something to change, we had to have one person take it from the 5D and put it into a thought and then process it into words and get that air activation spoken. And then more people talked about it. And then they started writing up plans. And then pretty soon they were building this. And the next thing you know, the Wright brothers had the plane. And now we take it for granted and there's improvements. We can now fly across the world like it's natural. All right, I'm going to come back to you guys. They need to stop taking parents' word as gospel too, Claire says. Agreed. What about grandparent rights as well? A lot of states do not allow the grandparents to have any rights. That's another thing that really needs to change. Really needs to change. Crystal says I have a high IQ. Love, I'll tell you, you all do. We all do. We're all smart as a whip. It's a matter of us trying to look at it from an analytical standpoint, marrying that spirituality to it, and finding that fine-tuned balance that truly brings in the harmony. Think of Harmony Montgomery. Protect our children. Thank you, Crystal. Let's work on that audit for CPS. How about hashtag audit CPS for children? And you could use the for. Audit CPS for children. You could even go third. That'd get too long for it'd be like third party audit. Just do audit for our audit CPS for children. I love that. Let's see that go around. I'll start using that in the videos. We'll get that out. You know, there's this beautiful woman named Diane, and she would go, and she still does, tsunami waves on Twitter. And she gets a ton of people to just flood all in a 24-hour period something. So, in honor of classic Sinclair, Harmony Montgomery, Oakley Carlson, Serenity, that wiped me out right there. Michael Vaughn, Summer Wells. Let's do it. Hashtag audit CPS for our children. Audit CPS for our children. Let's flood every bit of social media. I'll put it in my videos. And let's hit hard for 48 hours or 24 hours. Or if you just feel like continuing to do it, I'm probably going to keep doing it because I feel like that is a seed that could really ripen and should have been going on all along. Just a random, think about it, like my son's getting audited at the convenience store where he works. And he come home and he's like, we've got to shine everything. We've got to make sure our records are good. We have to make sure that the food is being dated properly. We have to make sure that we're recording this information and that information. And it gets them worried. It keeps them in line. But who is CPS answering to right now? It's an entity that doesn't have a face. Let's give them a face. Let's say you're going to be held accountable. And these audits need to be done by a third party. Think of them as not USDA, which is agricultural, but maybe US kid, I don't know, but like a USDA, that's all I can think of, y'all, is the USDA that audits CPS would bring in, I feel, enough awareness on them that they would heighten their respect for their position. And in the fact that we do find some of the CPSs not doing their job, then unfortunately the funding gets pulled. That funding goes maybe to the other county. They get double funding. They can hire it and will transfer the kids over to another county by some bylaw or whatever until they can get that fixed. There's got to be answers. Our crime labs answer now. Our crime labs used to have wooden shelves that couldn't be sanitized, and they would lay, and you guys, I'm talking in the 1990s. Wooden shelves that couldn't be sanitized. Literally, our state crime labs, they would lay a suspect's DNA there. Look at the Darlie, okay, I have to do it. In the MURD3R case, okay, she is serving life in prison for the murder of 2 children, her own. There was a blonde, long hair found on the screen that was cut in her basement that did not belong to anybody in the house, and it did not belong to a detective or any law enforcement that had visited there. But yet, that long blonde hair matched, ready for this, a cop. One of their own. I kid you not. So, I'm going to be digging into the MURD3R case. It's a cold case for a lot of people, but I want to know the truth. And I've always felt like there's something not quite right with that case, so. But that's one of my own little things. With that, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for just jumping on with me. It was beautiful. Let's Pray for the best. Know that justice is coming for Classic and Sincere. These boys deserve to be laid to rest properly. And you know what? I stand behind law enforcement to find Trezell West. And let's get some justice on the board. I love you guys. I love you to the moon and back. God bless you all. I will see you again in the morning for those of you that want to recharge. And then tomorrow night, we'll see where we go from here. Maybe it'll be a surprise. I have no idea what the read is going to be. Maybe when I wake up in the morning, I'll have some guidance. All right, with that, I will see you in the morning. I love you to the moon and back. God bless you all.